Making a recording of this video of an Acura TL that is no longer working. Just going to give you an update, and if anyone's interested, you can reach out to me. The dashboard is cracked, but we've covered it with this thing here. The seats are cracked. I may take these off, but yeah, you can see the driver's side is even worse. The mileage is, if you can see, that is 318,000 miles. Not too bad. The car does start, and you can see it works. I don't know if you can hear that. It's pretty well. Navigation died a few years ago. Here's the problem with the car. You can put it in gear. It will move momentarily. You can see it's moving, but then it'll automatically shift into neutral. If I put it in first, it'll actually go into first gear, and then for momentarily, and then automatically shift into it automatically shifts into neutral. I've been told the transmission needs rebuilding, and that'll be about 2200. Based on the mileage, as you can see here, it's done 318, and the timing belt obviously will need changing, so I've decided to sell the car. We have rubber mats. I may take them out of this car and put them in my car. These are things you may want to be interested in talking about. Usual, yes, 2005 TL silver. Back seats are so-so. Things like this will work. More or less everything's working, I would say. Not everything. I'm not going to say everything's working. I'll go through a list of what's working, what's not working. This thing broke. What else is on the inside? The clock doesn't, you have to manually set the clock, like, 1 o'clock, switch your battery off, disconnect it, and so it resets at 1 p.m. What else is there to show? Let me go into the hood, talk about the engine. Well, it's all more or less there. Engine does tick well. It's been well babied by me. Bits and pieces have been changed over the years. It was hit in the front at some point, and we've had parts replaced by Acura parts. Apparently, I was told the HIDs have been replaced, and that's why they're not as foggy as you'd expect for a 20-year-old car. At some point it was scraped more recently here. It was painted once because we had a side scrape, but they didn't do a really great job on the paint job. But these are fenders from Acura, apparently, Honda Acura. Tires are very good. Very well, yeah, they're good. They've got good mileage on them. There's a couple of tire locks on them. I don't know if you can make out, the paint's crazed here. And this whole side, even though there's a little ding on the door, the whole side was painted, and the other people didn't do a great job. One of the brake lights is blinking. It's not 100% perfect. The parking light works, but the brake light flickers a little bit on one of the units. Trunk, just recently, my kid had a cycle rack on it, and somebody bashed into him at the back, so there's a couple of dings in the trunk. There's just a mark here. What else is there to show? I just replaced, my son was in Seattle with this car. We're in California, San Jose. This is a California car, so no rust on it at all. Oh, I've got to pump up the tire. That's interesting. Just noticed that before anything happens. These things were changed at some point. The chrome was coming off. Mirror has been changed. Someone swiped that. It put a little ding in the panel here. You can see that. What else is there? So the shock absorbers and the struts were changed. They're complete, all four. And the drive shaft was changed. My son hit a put hole, and we had to fix that. That was done recently. This cover has come off here, and the windshield was replaced less than a year ago. I don't see any dings in there or anything that might be worth salvaging. Battery, again, is pretty good. It was a AAA battery. They installed it. The usual ticking. Nothing else. The transmission was rebuilt at 230,000 miles, and that's due for a rebuild again. These are just general pictures of the bodywork, so if people are interested. The hood struts to change because it used to sink. Wipers all work. Everything. Quite a few things. You know, nothing really too majorly wrong with the condition of the car. Sat nav again stopped working. In the trunk, it has. Let's do this. Got the, as I said, these rubber mats. I may swipe them for my other car because I have a different car, but the carpet is in pretty good shape underneath. The roof liner is showing signs that it's coming down a little bit. The trunk has this trunk liner. Carpet is pretty good under there. Everything else is pretty okay. The trunk, even with that little ding, you can see there's a little ding there, but it does close. So this is, so I just want to get some ideas. What do you think I should list this for? Because it needs to go. Yeah, if you're interested in buying it, make me an offer, a realistic offer. I'll consider anything.